everyone. How are you? Fantastic to see you all, and I'm hoping that you've had a really good holiday. I've been really busy this holiday, having a bit of sun, getting a bit of a tan, and doing lots of exercise too. And I've been learning some new exercise. One's called a hollow. I don't know if Harriet's heard of a hollow, but it's quite a difficult exercise, and I've been working with my personal trainer to perfect it. So if anybody can find out what a hollow is, let me know in the next 2 minutes, and I'll give your name a big shout out. Okay, so have you received my postcard? Did you enjoy the photographs? There were some really funny ones, weren't there? And we also received a lovely postcard from Mitch, who's having a lovely time and getting up to lots and lots of different activities. So that's great to see and hear. Over the holidays, we've had quite a few birthdays, so I'm now going to wish everybody a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Christina, Tia, Lewis, Lindo, Leland, Zach Priestley, and Kian's is tomorrow. Also, this Saturday, we have Charlie Gilbert's birthday, and Miss Barrett, who is in the laundry, is 60 on Sunday. So, happy birthday, Miss Barrett. And Mr. Charlesworth's is also on Monday, so happy birthday, Mr. Charlesworth. I've got a few things to share with you today, and it's from this book, and it's called, I don't know if some of you have seen it, it's called Fun Facts, Believe It or Not, for Kids. But I really like the book, and when I go and visit Miss Randauer, she normally makes me read a fun fact before we have a conversation from the door. So, today's fun facts. Spare parts. The glass lizard has no legs and sometimes no tail. If the lizard is attacked, its tail breaks off and wriggles away to trick the attacker. Did you know that dogs pant up to 300 times a minute? That's a lot of panting. Also, another fun fact. Did you know that cows produce more milk when listening to music, and that ribbon worms can eat 95% of their own bodies if they cannot find food and still survive? Have you got any fun facts you'd like to share? Let me know. Miss Wilshaw has been really busy on the school's books account on Twitter, and she received a letter from an author who's been in touch with us quite a few times and has sent us a letter, and I'm going to read you a little bit of the letter now. It's from Sharon. Perhaps like me, you found it difficult to concentrate on reading lately. Sometimes there's just too much going on to really be able to settle down and get into a story. If that's happened to you, that's fine. Don't worry, it'll come back. There's no rush. You'll find the right book at the right time, and whoosh, the magic will be there again, ready to whisk you away. And she sent us a lovely bookmark, okay, which I'm going to share with you when we come back. So, if you can't find a book that you want to read, you could always write your own story. Writing is a good way to take yourself somewhere else for a while. If you don't like where you are, here's a super quick way to begin thinking of a story. Think of a name. Try to make it someone you don't know. Where does this person live? A real place, a made-up place, on Earth or somewhere else? When? Is it in the future, the past, or now? And how did it make them feel when they received a letter asking them to do something? What was it like? If you can answer these questions for 2 people or 3, if you feel like it, you're beginning to write your own story. So give it a go. Thank you. So now I am going to introduce Harriet, who's got a little bit of a task for us all to do.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing okay. So today I've got a memory task for everyone. So I'm going to put down some items on the table. So I've got a jug, knitting ball, skipping rope, Play-Doh, pen, a cup and a ruler. So I'm going to take these away. Chelsea's going to come and do her bit, and then I'm going to see how many you can remember. And I'm also testing Mrs. Ackroyd and Mr. Godfrey. So remember, we've got a jug, a knitting ball, Play-Doh, skipping rope, cup, pen and a ruler. Try and remember as many as you can.
Okay, before Chelsea joins us, try and remember some of those things that Harriet's mentioned. Big shout outs to Spencer, Bailey Newsom, Jack Fox and Gregory. Okay, big shout outs. So, Chelsea.
Hi everyone, hope you're all feeling okay today. So today I'm going to be showing you some signs from around the world, and I want you to try and guess where they're from, which place in the world they're from, and there might be some prizes. So the first one we've got Namaste. Namaste. We have Shalom. Shalom. Hello, how are you? I think we all know where that's from. And Salam Alaikum. Hope to see you all soon. Stay safe and keep smiling. Bye, boys.
Okay, time's up. Let's see how many you've remembered. So we've got ruler, skipping rope, cup, Play-Doh, pen, jug and knitting ball. So I'm going to give you a tip on how I remember these things. So I try and think of two things that are similar. So a skipping rope and a knitting ball both have thread. A jug pours water into a cup. You draw a line with a pen and a ruler, but there's nothing that links this to anything else. So I have to really think about this object so that I can remember it along with everything else. So I'm going to have a look now at how many Mrs. Ackroyd and Mr. Godfrey remembered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think you've got everything there. Well done. Yeah? Very well done. Let me know how many you remembered. Well done, guys. See you later.
Thank you, Harriet. That's a fantastic memory game there. How many did you get? So next I'm going to introduce Mr. Stair John, and he's got a scientific experiment for us all to enjoy.
Afternoon, boys. Hope you've been enjoying the weather over the last week's holiday, and hope things are going well for you. Just a quick one today. Involves tea bags, and it does involve a naked flame. So if you are going to try this at home, please make sure that you ask parents or carers before you attempt it. So the first thing you do is you just get a standard tea bag. It could be one on a string. It doesn't really matter. The ones on string might just make it, they'll open up so they're a bit longer. But what you do is you just tear off the top of the tea bag, empty out the contents, then tear off the bottom. Try and do it as neat as you can. You could cut it, but it's worked for me when I tear it. So okay, and then what you have is an empty tea bag, and if you open it up, it should make like a cylinder, like that. Okay, and then place the cylinder on a hard surface, and again, make sure that you get permission to do this if you are going to try it. This is just a cook's torch that I use, and you'll get a naked flame. Now when you light it, the tea bag will burn down, and hopefully something will happen as the flame gets near to the bottom. And you get your own little Chinese lantern. And the end result is just a bit of ash that there's no heat, there's no fire danger. We'll do one more, we've got time. So get your empty tea bag, just make it into like a cylinder, get your flame, whatever that is, a long match, a wooden splint or something like a cook's torch. Just light the top of the tea bag, should burn down, and there's your little lantern, off it goes. Magic! Alright boys, take care, enjoy the weather if you're at home. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Mr. Stead. That was fantastic. Make sure that you're going to do that at home, that you ask an adult to supervise you. Okay, that's really, really important. We're going to show you lots of scientific experiments over the next few weeks. Okay, so it's really important that you stay safe and look after each other. So, a big shout out to Lucas Crowther and Danny Booth. Great to see you, and great to see that you're online and enjoying our live assembly. Now to shout outs. So, the first certificate goes to Bailey Keast for working hard on his entry level certificate in maths. Well done, Bailey. Harry Eastwood for being amazing with the best team and having some excellent manners. Ryan Gray for an excellent music lesson and excellent behaviour around school. Josh Ward for returning some excellent arts award work. Billy Joe for observing social distancing at dinner times without any reminders, helping Mr. Stead with a must-get list of equipment for the school farm and giving support to another student. Well done, Billy. Alfie Kirby for observing social distancing at dinner times without reminders. Finlay Ball for being motivated, trying something new and using inspiration to design a modern chess set, and you'll see that on this week's companion video. Caden for trying to sound out all his words when reading and persevering until he knew every word in the book. That's outstanding, Caden. Joe Murphy for his continued commitment to completing his entry-level maths. Rayhan for his continued commitment to completing his entry maths also. Connor for making a positive start to his maths and taking it upon himself to tidy the bike shed. Daniel Booth for continuing to show great discipline and dedication in maintaining a high level of engagement with his home education. Well done, Daniel. Mitchell, and I've seen some fantastic photographs of Mitchell, for keeping himself busy with some new skills in gardening, growing strawberries and planting sunflowers. Charlie Salt, for managing himself fantastically under the circumstances and also completing plenty of academic work. Lucas, Lucas Plicatus, for helping Mr Hill to repair punctures on 2 of the bikes in Mozart and making them available for everybody's use. Harvey O'Flynn, for continuing to settle well into Mozart and managing himself well at meal times and at bedtime. Josh Osborne, for completing with his family in a lockdown Olympics, and we've seen some fantastic photographs of Josh in action. And Lewis Ailbury, for attempting his step challenge, walking 20 miles in 1 week and having a really positive week in school too. Some fantastic achievements there. So whether you're at home, whether you're in school, you are all achieving and doing some really fantastic things. You are learning whether you're at home or at school, so very well done. And that's it for today. Just a reminder to log on to social media to see the companion video to today's assembly, and look forward to seeing you, hearing from you soon. Do take care, keep yourself healthy and keep safe. Take care.